going to go over fast start commissions real quick. First and foremost, this is all going to be based on a 150 PV auto ship. Right? Average 150 PV auto ship is around $200 per month. That maximizes all your fast start commissions. Okay, so a little bit about FSC. Say this is you, and these 6 people are 6 people that you personally introduced our products to, right? So we're in a not everyone's going to get 6 people, obviously. This is just for the video's purposes. So if you go back down to here, this is how most people initially get started, right? 330, 660, 1320. Okay, we always talk about the value of the 660 and 1320, promoting someone with compensation to what's called a Fast Start 500. That Fast Start 500 rank promotion lasts for their first 8 weeks, right? So if you look at the left side of this page, you'll see Builder 500. Okay, that's the same thing as a Fast Start 500. So someone who gets started with a 330 could organically promote to Builder 500 to make it to that rank to get that 10% commission, right? So real simple compensation here. Those 6 people that you personally enrolled, right, they're all on your first level in the FSC, right? So if, say they ordered a 660 package, that'd be 25% of the PV, or $125, $250 for a 1320, $62.50 for a 330, right? Okay, now say any of those 6 people that you enrolled go out and enroll someone, right? So say this guy right here, he enrolled 2 people. Okay, because you're a Builder 500, because you enrolled with that 660 package, or you organically made it, you'll receive a 10% commission when they'll receive a 25% commission, right? Super simple. So that triggers an extra 10% commissions for your downline referrals because you're a Builder 500. Now, if you're a bronze, they're going to add an extra 5% on top of that, a gold another 5%, a diamond another 5%. Right? So before I talk about all this, right, let's talk about any of these personal enrollments, right? If you're a gold, you're going to receive 10% plus 5% plus 5% anytime any of these 6 people enroll someone personally, right? So that would mean that you get a 25% commission on someone's new enrollment if it's someone you enrolled when they enrolled someone. That's a big deal, right? If it's someone down the line, right, say you're a gold, but there's a bronze between you and the enroller, okay? The bronze is going to receive the 10% plus the 5% on the enrollment, and because you're the gold, you'll receive 5% on the commission, right? So this is something that you'll definitely learn as you go. You'll see it in your Fast Start commission report, but it's a big deal, right? So it's really good to promote rank advancement because you'll get pay raises and compensation, and it's also really good to promote these larger packages if anyone's going to do anything with their business for their first 8 weeks. Right, so if you have any questions, definitely get on the phone with someone that understands this in more detail. But the idea, obviously, jump in with a Builder 500 kit, Fast Start 500, and promote rank advancement. And the last area of the compensation plan I want to cover on these 3 short videos is what's called duplication. This is critical, right? Every time a new person gets involved, it's like, hey, let's build their belief level and replace that enrollment with their first 2, right? So say this is you right here, okay? Idea, go get 2. So you enroll 2, doesn't matter what package they get, okay? You got 2 people, 330, 660, 1320, whatever, okay? You teach them to go get 2, so you got 2, and then help them get 2, boom, 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 boom. That's called level 1 qualified. Level 1 qualified, that's going to trigger $100 residually commission to you on a monthly basis, right? $100 a month extra just by getting 2 and helping them get 2. Okay, level 2 qualifications, super simple. Just repeat the first steps, right? Help them each get 2. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, level 2 qualified, $200 in commissions, or $250, sorry. And this is all based if you're on a 150 PV auto ship person. Okay, so make sure you're on a 150 PV if you're doing the business at all. Definitely encourage that. Okay, so that's going to trigger a $250 commission residually on a monthly basis. Okay, then level 3 qualifications. That's awesome. Okay, a lot of circles here. Okay, level 3. Okay, so on and so forth. Everyone, all those people get 2. Okay, that's going to trigger a $1,500 residual commission. So really, in a perfect world, all you have to do is get 2. But why not go get 6, 8, 10 people? Your chances of this happening is a lot more likely. Okay, and the fact that each time one of these people are getting 2, what else are they getting paid? If it's their first order, they're going to get paid that 25% fast start commission and their downline fast start commission on top of this duplication. Okay, and then people are going to reorder their products and they're going to get paid all that team commission. Okay, and we still haven't talked about like the leadership check match, the diamond pools, the Mercedes money, the profit pools. This is a very lucrative compensation plan with very, very high retention, and that all comes from Ken Brailsford when he started. Right? He didn't do this necessarily to go out and make a bunch of money, so he's putting a ton of money back into our compensation plan, let alone our world-class, amazing products. So anyway, this is a cool model. So promote when you get a brand new person, how soon can we help them get there too? I like to do it in their first 48 hours. 48 hours, who do you know, right? When I started, I had the belief level where it wasn't a problem for me to go get my 2 immediately. I didn't even have to show them any information because I knew this was going to benefit them with the products for sure, and who knows, maybe the business, right? And then after those initial people that you have the confidence to talk to, right, listen and add value, fill the void or fill the lack in their life, right? Let's go get people too in their first 2 days, right? Get them a paycheck. All these commissions, right, not just duplication, right, but team commissions, right, everything's paid on a weekly basis. So you're getting people paid here faster than the typical job. Usually they got to wait at least 2 weeks or a month. Right? So if it hurts someone to get started with that 330, 660, 1320, right, they need to do this. Someone says, well, I don't got the money. I'll say, perfect, let's go do this. Right? Let's fix that problem. So anyway, guys, that's 3 short videos on compensation.
You can get your spoon here.
Okay, so back to that fast start commission video. If you haven't watched it, I would watch it. I talked about the 6 people and then the 25% and then the downline referrals on that. But here we're going to talk about team commissions. Also, there's 9 different ways we're going to get paid. We don't want to overwhelm anyone, but this is cool. This is where your residual income comes from, is the form of team commission. Because it's anyone's second order and beyond, where the FSC is anyone's first order is what's being paid out. But right here, like remember that huge statistics that most people stay on the products right forever, that's your residual income. Right? So back to those 6 people that you enrolled. Okay, say you enroll 6, they're all on your first level. But if you just shift those people down like this, they're also in the binary underneath other people. See what I'm saying here? So you say you enroll person A. When you enroll person B, you enroll them underneath person A, but it's still on your first level, if that makes sense. Right? So in the team commissions, you have a left leg and you have a right leg. There's only 2 places you can put someone. Okay, if you get a third person, you're going to then put that person underneath the other person. Right? I kind of like to draw it out like this so people can understand the fact that, yeah, there's a uni-level. That's where all the fast starts are paid out. Okay, that's awesome. But then there's this team commission also where you're going to get paid 10% on your lesser legs group volume. Okay, 10% on your lesser leg group volume. So this could be any of these people's referrals. Right? So say this person refers someone, refers someone, refers someone, refers someone, refers someone. And these will all trigger an FSC first, right? But then all those people are going to be on most likely a 75 or 150 PV auto ship, right? Okay, that's where the freedom component comes in. Most people stay on the products. Okay, so 10% on your lesser leg, you're going to get paid in the form of a team commission. Okay, this is big money. This is where the freedom, like I keep addressing freedom, but this is like walk away, right? If you have a business where you got to be there, it's still a business, right? If you got a business that runs without you and you're still getting paid, that's a real business. Okay, and that's going to be created in the form of a team commission. Okay, obviously, you want to definitely address fast start commission, but for the purpose of this video, I want to explain the team commissions.
This video is called Am I Coachable? And David Moses is the #1 earner in DJ. Very, very successful man. And I mean, really, if we want to become him or someone like him, we should learn from them. We should, do what they're doing. And so he has this video on here I found. It's called "Am I Coachable?" And a lot of it, it's got some clips from the Karate Kid. So you
easy
can
to
watch
follow.
it. Very easy to follow. But it just kind of like it really drives the point home on because there are many things that I know we personally have been like, that doesn't work for us. We're going to do this instead. And we're finding what we're doing instead isn't getting us where we want to go. And so we're kind of reevaluating and saying, okay, what are they saying to do? We need to do what they're saying to do. And this really illustrates why. So
our goal is to help as many people as we can by getting these products into people. But we also, like, for me, I never want to work a normal job. That residual income that's there, like, it's there and it will come.
So does this help with like joint pain, things like that too?
Yep. Yeah, I'll tell you all about it after the video. So with my testimony, if you care to hear it.
no, it's fine.
But
like I said, you're kind of getting it like backwards here. You're getting it
like this is like my leg stuff like it goes all the way up to my hip. I got a snowmobile accident. And like when I get really bad like leg pain.
We can't say we can't make medical claims or say what it will or won't do, but it's got 36
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. You got to get it in your body, and this stuff it's definitely incredible. Here we go. I'm gonna make my food.
Am I coachable? Yes, I am. Come here, Merrick.
And if I'm not, I'm on my way. Sexy, Sean, sexy.
Go downstairs and play.
Well, hello, all ZJ team members. If you are ready to go to the top, to go to the next level, to be part of the movement within ZJ International, not only here in North America, but across the world, the speed at which your business is going to grow is going to be directly proportional to how coachable you are. In other words, how quickly you can learn and implement the concepts, the actions, the ideas, and habits to move your business to the next level. Therefore, you can become a teacher of those concepts to your team members. The following video that you're going to see is going to articulate the ideas and concepts that will help you understand what it means to be coachable. So take a look, take notes, and reflect upon your own actions, how these concepts fit into your day-to-day activities. Roll this video.
What's on the phone?
So the question is, am I coachable? That's the question each of us should be asking ourselves on a consistent basis. Because it is the degree of coachability that will determine the speed at which we advance in the business, the speed at which our business will in fact grow. So let's take a look at this concept, as this afternoon is all about being coachable, as we're going to have some of the best trainers here teaching us the fundamentals of advancing a business in network distribution. Now, if we look at knowledge, that means total knowledge, everything we need to know to become successful in business, in life, and in particular in ZJ International. Let this circle represent total knowledge. Now, if we go to the next level, we see that 5%, a very small slice of the pie of total knowledge, is all that I think I am, which is really ego. Many of us get stuck in this 5%. I've certainly been stuck in this 5% at many times in life, and in particular in some specific areas. And when we are stuck in this 5%, we are only focused on what we know. So this is what I know. Let's take a look at the second slice. The second slice, or the additional 5%, is all that I know I can be. And this really represents what I know, that I don't know. Okay, so the first 5% is what I know, and the second 5% is a little bit more personal growth. I come to realize that there's a lot that I know that I don't know. But the real action, the real power in being coachable is in the remaining 90%. For this is what it means to be coachable. All that I can be. And it's what I don't know that I don't exploring these areas in a number of different ways and a number of different trainings. But one of my favorite examples of showing this graphically is in the movie The Karate Kid. And the first video is going to show lessons learned. You see, we have a coach and we have the student. Now, the student wants to become a master in karate, but he's only going to learn at a level of his own coachability, his willingness to do what he is shown in order to master karate. Well, the same can be said in network distribution. If your sponsor or your upline leader has shown you specific things to be doing, specific aspects of the system to be following, exactly how many of us are willing to do that without question? How many of us are willing to do that without reinventing the wheel? And so these videos are going to show you those basics.
First wash all the car, then wax.
So what do I have to watch in the car?
Remember here, no question.
Yeah, but
Right. Wax on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off. Breathe into nose, out the mouth. Wax on, wax off. Don't forget to breathe. Very important. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off.
Hey, where do these cars come from?
Wax on. Detroit. Wax on, like that, like a circle. Wax off, left hand, circle. Wax on, wax off. Breathe in, breathe out. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. On.
What do you do with it?
Funny you should ask. Right the circle. Left the circle.
And what do you do go back and forth?
But you go circle. Right the circle. Left the circle. Right the circle. Left the circle. Breathe in, breathe out. Right the circle. Left the circle. Right the circle. Breathe in, breathe out. All floor. Right the circle. Left the circle. Right circle. Left circle. Breathe in, breathe out.
Is she feeling sick or tired?
Hey,
No sweat.
at first you accomplish in defense. Okay? That. All in the wrist. Wrist up, hip, down. Wrist, all in the wrist. Up, down, long stroke. Very good. Up, down. No, look me, look fence. Hey. Up, down. Then the wrist, down stroke. Good, then the hip. Good, long stroke. Up, down. Very good. Knee, bend the knee, come by. Up. Yes. Very good. And don't forget to breathe. In, out, up, down. Up, down, up, down, up, Very good, Daniel-san. Up, down, up, down. Small board left hand, big board right hand.
But I'm not start.
All the things. Big board right.
Now, on the following video, here's what you're going to see. It's the realization as to why we are being told to do these things, why we're being told to make our list, why we're being told to plug into the system, why we're being told to follow a very simple path, and it is depicted in this follow-up video of the Karate Kid when he comes to understand why he was asked to do the things that he was doing in wax on, wax off, sand the floor, and paint the fence. And this is the relatedness between why we were asked to plug into a system and follow a specific path to get the end result.
Oh, it's Spot.
What spot? Hey, how come you didn't tell me you were going fishing?
You're not here when I go.
Or maybe I won't want to go yet. Think of that?
You karate training.
I'm what? I'm being your slave is what I'm being, man. Now we made a deal here.
So
So you're supposed to teach and I'm supposed to learn, remember?
you learn plenty.
I learned plenty. I learned how to sand your decks, maybe. I wax your car, paint your house, paint your fence. I learned plenty, right?
And not everything is as simple.
Oh, sword home, man.
Daniel-san! Daniel-san!
What?
Come here.
I don't want my kids to listen.
Hurry.
Yeah.
Show me
Like the bat.
sand the floor.
I can't move my arm, right?
Oh, I still use that trick.
What are you doing? Ow! Ow, what are you doing?
Now show me sand the floor.
How did you do this?
Stop!
Sand the floor.
Hey, stand up. Show me sand the floor. Sand the floor. Sand the floor. Big circle. Sand the floor. Sand the floor. Now show me wax on, wax off. Hey.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. Hey, wax on, wax off. Concentrate. Look to my eye. Back hand. Thumb inside. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Push. Show me paint the fence. Up, down. Up, down. Up, down. Other side. Look, I always look eye. Show me paint the house. Side. Back wrist. Side. Push. Show me wax on, wax off. Catch! Show me paint the fence. Catch! Show me side to side. Show me sand on the floor. I always look eye. Come back tomorrow.
80s kids learn to be a man there.
I'm sure you captured the essence of being coachable as you saw the Karate Kid in that video clip capture why he was being told to plug into the system, why he was being told to follow a certain path that would lead to him becoming a karate master. Well, very similar in our business, in CG International, following a certain path, following a specific set of actions consistently will lead you to your end goal, to your desire, to your dreams, goals, and aspirations. Get plugged in, share this concept with your team, become as coachable as you can be, and watch how fast your business will grow. This is David Moses, Diamond Elite with CG International. Looking forward to your success.
Tom Wagner has talks every Tuesday morning now. So,
Millionaire training calls. That was a good call. Very good call.
Yeah, it was. And we're just going to start taking notes and implementing that stuff because if not, what are we doing? Just treading water.
I need to figure out how to make a forwarding list on my phone so that I can just
I think I'll
forward
do
along
that.
Yeah? Okay. Because I want to be able to just forward along
do you want to hear those calls and what they have to say and these guys when they come on?
Well, I work at 7 in the morning, so.
They record them all. So you can.
Well, hello, all CG team members. If you are ready.
Touchscreen, I love you. I wish the TV was touchscreen.
That would be nice.
I know, I love it.
Because then you're on the computer and there, and you're like.
Yeah, we're
my favorite thing.
Yeah, we're on our desktop trying to work on stuff. So.
Okay. So now that we know what it means to be coachable, this is the system as presented by Landon Weaver. So you know who he is. He is the youngest triple star diamond.
Triple diamond.
I'm sorry, yeah, youngest triple diamond in the company, and he is the top earner in the Pacific Northwest. And he is also one of our friends.
Yeah,
so
what
you know,
that means
he comes
is
through here pretty frequently and does meetings for us and stuff. And he's, you know,
he's 26 and within, I don't know, he's been doing this Zija thing for about 2 3/4 years, and probably he'll be making $1 million a year soon.
Yeah, he's high six-figure earner. Yeah, he's
going to basketball.
totally down to earth guy there.
Yeah, he's going to be a PE teacher and coach, like the rest of us, you know, down to earth people. And he's nothing special. Like I can give presentations. You know, I'm not as smooth as he is, but I'm funny.
You haven't been doing it as long.
I haven't been doing it as long, but
You'll get just as smooth and just as good.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't even have to. So we're gonna use this. And
he comes through here about once a month for us, and so maybe next time he's in town, we can introduce you to him.
Really, and the nice thing about this stuff is you don't really try to. So like she don't try to start, but like he's just he can sell like a rotten tire. Like it works.
Who is this?
Oh my goodness.
So maybe he should check this stuff out.
He's ridiculous and stuff.
This is part time. So the thing is, if you do this, what was it, 10 to 15 hours a week, part time, within 3 years, you'll have enough hours to be a professional. When 3 hours, when they say to be professional 3 hours, that's when you're making 6 figures. I don't know about you, but no matter what job I'm going to get started on, out in this normal job thing, I'm not going to be 6 figures in 3 years.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
All right, so let's go ahead and watch this train. So here we go.
I'm going to go over the system for how we're having so much success so quickly with Zija. We'll go over a list, past plug concept, friend nudge, overcome some objections, create a little story, and obviously we got to get plugged in. So first thing I think it's really important for all of us to do, this is for a brand new person, obviously, but literally just get a yellow legal pad and a pen and a piece of paper and write down every single person that comes to mind. Just write them down. Then I would narrow it down to a top 20, right? And qualify those people. Qualifying the whole list with people that are influential, people that might not have a money struggle with getting started. And definitely go over this list with someone to, you know, if you're struggling on how to approach someone or something like that. But we'll go over that, a little bit of that in a second too. But just constantly adding to your list every single day. There's something about when you put pen to paper, it helps you think of a new person that you can, you know, that you could add to the list. So It's really important to have this. This is your inventory, right? And obviously, before any of this, it's important to establish why we're even doing this in the first place, right? But the list is critical. Write everybody down. I wish I would have done this in the beginning, but you live and you learn, right? All right, so this is the best technique that I've learned over the last 4 years. It's called peak pass plug concept. And basically, when you're brand new, I always tell people, hey, just get good at two things. Get good at booking the appointment and the friend nudge. Right? And I'll talk about the friend nudge in a second. But booking the appointment, that's just piquing someone's interest. Right? This should be less than 30 seconds, and it needs to be the best you. Right? Urgency, excitement, confidence, be authentic, be real, be regular. Just saying, hey, I found something that made a ton of sense to me. I want to see if it makes sense to you. Where are you? I want to come show this to you. Right? And then they'll say, what is it? What is it? And it's important to get off the phone so you don't have to try and explain yourself. You say, I don't got a lot of time right now, but I'm really looking forward to getting together. When's the soonest we can get together? And just always have that urgency component thrown in there with that piquing of interest. There's a lot of different, it depends on how you know the person and what the situation is. But I think if you're excited, that's most important, right? People get excited about the music, not the lyrics, right? So it's kind of how you say it, not what you say. So definitely don't mass text or mass email or saturate your social media, right? Like a good thing to put on Facebook might be like a picture of you drinking this swamp juice, right? This swamp water or whatever. And people are like, ew, what's that? Or they might comment on it. Then you can actually inbox them or reach out to them to set up a time to get on the phone with them, right? So piquing interest is really important. That's just booking the appointment, getting people to look. A lot of times people will book the appointment and try to do the appointment all at the same time, and that's important not to do that. So this should be less than 30 seconds. Just calling up someone you know saying, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You got to see this. Have you ever heard of Moringa? This stuff's incredible, right? And then they'll say, what is it? You say, it's amazing, right? It's amazing, but I don't got a lot of time right now. What works better, Tuesday or Thursday, right? So having that urgency, excitement, but also being able to get off the phone so you don't have to try and explain yourself and get in the valley of death. All right, this is passing, right? Peak pass plug, right? Passing is how to use the tools and support. I actually just uploaded a great video. It's 7 minutes. Just kind of goes over Moringa and the power of it and combined with our Zija system. So that's a great tool. Also, you can go to drinklifein.com. There's a great documentary that sparked the companies on it, right? Just click on Moringa. So whatever tool you're using, be sure and use it. The most effective tool is to get some sort of leader or leadership that's in your area to go meet with your prospect or your contact 2-on-1, right? So the credibility is there with the friendship, but also the credibility is there with the business. So that's kind of that three-way triangle, but to give, credibility in all aspects with trust and success in the business or the product, right? So you, your prospect, and your upline leadership. Another one is your one-on-one, right? This is great. You can, you call your friend and say, hey, I'm coming over. I got to show you something, right? Once you get there, you don't try and explain it. Maybe you share a short story about what this has done for you, but it's important to get on the computer and push play, right? Push play on that video, and that's the tool, right? That's explaining Moringa way better than any of us could explain Moringa or whatever, to use that tool or the opportunity video. Maybe it's zija123.com. It doesn't necessarily matter what tool you're using as long as you're using some sort of a tool. Home launch meetings are great, right? So if you're a brand new person getting started, encourage that brand new person. Hey, who do you know? Let's have a launch party, right? Invite some friends over that you want to show them what you're doing. Don't tell them too much information. Maybe give them an appetizer or a snack after the presentation. Maybe invite your an upline leadership to kind of run the presentation. If there's no upline leadership, you can just push play, and then we'll use the plug technique, which I'll talk about in just a second. Right? The plug is critical. This is the most important part about the system, obviously getting the appointment, but this is a three-way connection call or a speakerphone phone call. It's very important to edify who you're calling, right? So say, John, right? John's a brand new distributor, and he wants to go meet with his friend Jake, right? So John calls up Jake and goes, hey, Jake, man, I'm so excited about the you got to see this. I'm pumped. And Jake's like, what's going on, man? He's like, I'll be there in a few minutes, man. I got to show you this, right? So John gets over to Jake's house, and on the way, John will text Landon or me and say, hey, Landon, I'm going to meet my friend Jake. He's super into sports. He's a personal trainer, right? Or whatever, some little tidbit in a text prior to that meeting. And then you show the video. So you get there, you get to Jake's house or John's house, and then you sit down and you push play on that video and watch it with Jake. And then after the video's over, Jake's going to ask John a question. And then John will say, you know what, that's a really good question. Hold on just a second. Let's get Landon on the phone to answer it. Or hold on just a second. I'll get Landon on here. He can kind of explain the different packages to get started, because I know that video just watched doesn't explain, what this stuff costs and whatnot. And I just got started, so let's get Landon on here, right? And then once you get connected, that's where it's important to edify, right? To edify the person you're calling, saying, Landon was he was kind of asked to represent the Northwest region with Moringa. He's had a lot of success with the promoting of this product. Landon, this is Jake. He's a good friend of mine. I respect him when it comes to taking care of the human body. He has a lot of clientele. Could be a great prospect for our company, right? And I go, hey, Jake, and then that conversation started with credibility, right? And now the person, the upline leadership, will kind of share a 2 or 3 minute testimony and explain the different packages to get started, right? So that's that peak, pass, and plug concept. That's really how this is built. There's a lot of detail going into this. This might sound really easy or like a review, but it's back to the basics. This is what it's really all about. So connection calls are designed to build belief, inspire, and validate the situation. So edification and making the call, whether it's a 3-way call or speakerphone. So if you don't know how to do a 3-way call, definitely learn how to do that. That's critical. I do that every single day. Right. So then you got your friend nudge. This is remember how those two things, right? Get good at booking the appointment and friend nudge. Right? Booking the appointment and friend nudge. And basically this is telling your friend with excitement, right? There's a difference between being pushy and being confident, but telling your friend, hey, can I make a recommendation? And they'll say yes. And you say, I highly recommend you get started just like I did. And especially if you're confident when you say that, it's like people want to get started and be a part of this. And with ZJ, you got 100% money back guarantee anyway, so it's not really much of a risk. And you could say, what if this worked? Would it be worth it? Right? Where is health fall in your priority list? Right? Do you see the value in how you can share health with people and you can make some extra money too? Right? I jumped in with the 1320 because it made a ton of sense. Right? I mean, what if in 90 days you were guaranteed to have $1,000 residual income, right? But it costs you $1320 to try. If you're guaranteed that $1,000 residual income in 3 months, everyone would get started for a $1320. No, the only thing in their way is them. Right? The only thing stopping us from doing that is us. Right? That's what's so exciting about this is we're in complete control of our destiny. So anyway, this is just that confidence factor. Say, hey, what package makes more sense to you? Is it more of the peak performance system or the weight management system? Which one do you like best? Right? See how that's a yes question, or are you more intrigued by the business side of this, or just the product side, or is it kind of a combination? Right? There's no. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the psychology of people understanding, wow, I get this. Right? So that's just that friend nudge, just kneeing your friend or giving them an elbow saying, hey, let me see that. Let's do this, So that's the friend nudge. Overcoming objections, right? This is just people that, the hardest part about ZJ is not ZJ. It's something that people have done in the past. It's a product or business or something that they might not have had success with, right? So they might have this objection, I tried this, and it doesn't work. You say, what do you mean those things? Right? You have them respond with what they mean, and maybe let them vent about their situation, and you say, you know what, I totally understand where you're coming from. I actually felt the exact same way, but after learning about Moringa and what ZJ is all about, here's what I found out, right? So that's that feel, felt, found concept, or someone might come and say, I don't really have the money to get started. So, I totally understand where you're coming from. I was in the same boat, but I saw the value of health, and I saw where my money was going, and I realized I was spending it on energy drinks and coffee and nicotine and what the money's going somewhere, right? So the most common objection is money. So if we can just shift and help people incorporate their Zija products into what they're already spending, right, then this will make a lot of sense to them, right? So have them do that, or you could come back with someone says, yeah, I don't have the money. And you go, you say respectfully, what do you like most about that? Right? And then they might say, well, I don't like the fact that I don't have the money. That's one reason why I contacted you about this. We have a great opportunity here. With a little effort, we can go help fix that situation versus going out and getting another job. Right? Why not create an income source for our family and our future families with a legacy type company like Zija that can grow?
Oh, I know.
Right, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of ways to overcome objections. The key is to win the war, not the battle, right? So that's that agreeing and overcoming strategy versus trying to argue with someone that might not understand what it is that we've learned and what we've understood. And the overcoming objections is real helpful to overcome with that three-way connection call as well. So get a 60-second story, right? When you're sharing your testimony at a group meeting or something like that, or maybe over the phone, you don't want it to be too long. You want it to be to the point with what it's done for you, right? And you want it to be compliant. You can't say that this took you off medications or whatever, right? You especially don't want to post that stuff on social media, but it's good to get good at your story, right? People get started because of stories, right? Facts tell, stories sell, right? So we're telling stories, or mastering the art of storytelling. In a leadership role, I'm a professional story writer, right? I'm helping people write their story. When they get started, brand new person, I'm like, okay, let's figure out who knows you, owes you, loves you, and likes you. Let's talk to the low-hanging fruit and get you a commission check, right? Why not get you a commission check your first week? Because there's going to be someone down the road that asks you how you did your first week. How cool would it be to be able to say, yeah, I got my investment back my first week when I got started, right? Because that's the overcoming that objection. So write this down, be authentic, be you, be the best you, right? And this is one really important thing to remember. A lot of times people get hung up on trying to learn everything before they go out and take action, right? I personally believe that success in Zija is about 13% product knowledge and 87% people knowledge, right? Because you can't share your product or your opportunity with anyone if you can't connect with them, right? So it's just listening to people, going about your daily life. Maybe it's a busy life. People are complaining about aches and pains. Maybe they're overweight, don't have any energy. Maybe they hate their job. They got broke. You know what I mean? All sorts of issues. We're just listening and adding value and meeting people where they're at and being real people. We're not salespeople. We're teachers. We're educators. The only thing we're selling is ourselves and what we're going to go do. Right? And that's the last thing I'll say is when I got started, I didn't know anything about this product. But I knew that I was a winner, and I knew that I was going to go make this happen. So I would tell people, hey, right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it in a big way right here in your backyard with or without you. Right? I don't need you, but I'm going to do this in a big way. I don't want you to wish in 6 months that you would have got started today. Right? So that's that confidence factor. Right? That's that music. Right? People want to be it's that posture of how you're portraying yourself to that person you're talking to. And the best way to get good at this is to get out there and do it. Right? You can't learn baseball in the classroom. You got to get on the field and play. Right? So apply it. Right? That first list, that top 20 list, that should be done with people, with your leadership on the phone. Every single one of those should have a connection call, right, or a welcome call, right? Just so you can kind of learn the process as you go and you get better and better and better. All right, we got team calls. Get plugged in. But honestly, this is the system, you guys. This is a little training I just wanted to throw together. But the system. Write the list, right? Write the list, top 20, right? Peek, pass, and plug, right? Show the video, get someone on the phone. Show the video, get someone on the phone. Show the video, get someone on the phone. That's the fundamentals, right? If you're a basketball player, no matter if you're in 5th grade or in the pros, you dribble, you shoot, you rebound, you do defensive slides, right? That's the fundamentals of how this works is the peek, pass, and plug concept. Friend nudge, right? That's how you get helping someone, encouraging them to get started, creating that urgency and duplication factor, overcoming the objections. That's the story, and then obviously stay plugged in and get good at promoting it, right? We always have these events that are happening. This isn't built at those events. It's built from event to event, right? So how many times are we exposing our story, right, on a daily basis? Right? Figure out if you're a part-timer, be a part-timer. If you're working this 5 hours a week, work it 5 hours a week. If you're working this 20 hours a week, work it 20 hours a week, right? One of my mentors, Jim Rohn, he illustrated this audio talking about, how there's a box that represents every single day, right? Monday through Sunday, right? Monday through Sunday. And at the end of the day, the box is so small that it only has room for a number. It doesn't have room for an excuse, just a number. You can write a 0 in there. If you didn't get any exposures for the day, maybe it's a 10, right? If you're not satisfied with the number at the end of the day, make up for it the next day, right? You can't control the result, but you can control the action. A 300 batting average in baseball is really good, right? A 300 batting average when you're brand new in Zija is also really good. You got to understand that not everyone's going to want to get started right away. And you can't let that take you out of the game. It's the start that stops most people. When someone tells you this isn't going to work and those things don't work, use that as a motivator and get back up and show them, right? Love them, hug them, and then show them with all due respect later. That's exactly what happened to me, and I'm so glad that I did it. Right? This is a great way to create financial freedom. It's a great way to start breathing and help people not live check to check. It's a great way to get people healthy. What a better way to do it than with Maringo Affair and the amazing products that Zija represents. So hope this training helps. I'm going to post this somewhere.
I'm going to post this somewhere.